Greetings all, the One Nerd here, and welcome to the first of what I hope to be a long-running series of reviews. That's right, the One Nerd is moving into the world of edited reviews for his channel, and I'm calling it The One Nerd Reviews. I saw an overcrowded marketplace on YouTube where there's barely enough views to go around, and I said, me too! And for my first review, I thought I would celebrate the recent Blu-ray release of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the movie by reviewing Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the movie.
Each has a gift. Each has a power. Each has a purpose. And together, they will face their greatest adventure. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie. The power is on. Next summer.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the movie was released June 30th, 1995. Directed by Brian Spicer, who before this was best known for directing episodes of Parker Lewis Can't Lose and Sequest 2032. Just the guy I would pick to direct my big-budget action movie. The story of the movie was from two screenwriters. John Camps, who, while having no writing credits before this, would go on to write Zathura, aka Jumanji in Space, and Ghost Town. The other writer was Arn Olson, who wrote Cop and a Half. Great start here. The point of all this is that no one who previously worked on or wrote for Power Rangers was involved in this project whatsoever. The studio preferring that the script be co-written by a complete unknown. Kind of gives you an idea of what to expect going forward. The movie opens on an opening title crawl, giving us a quick backstory on the Power Rangers. You know, for the parents in the theater who got dragged there knowing nothing about the Power Rangers, you don't want them to be lost, do you?
The young heroes could use their powers to call upon colossal assault vehicles, known as Zords.
Not the words I would use to describe the Zords, but I can't really say it's incorrect. We then get an edited title, and the movie really gets started. Yeah! Yes! Oh god, I'm 29. We are introduced to the Ranger team as they get ready for a totally sick dive. Since this movie came out just a few months after the final episode of Season 2 aired, we're using the updated Mighty Morphin team here of Rocky, Adam, Billy, Aisha, Kimberly, and of course Tommy. But no matter the team change, one thing stays the same about Power Rangers.
2 seconds from the drop zone. All right, pinheads. The stealth eagle's about to fly. Ditto with a swooping swallow.
Never gets old. After Kimberly saves Bulk and Skull from dying, the Rangers each make their dive with an appropriate pun.
On your tail! Systems go!
Because, you see, he's the nerd.
Show me stuff.
You got it. So!
Catch you on the flip side.
I'll admit, I watched this sequence a lot as a kid. It's a great way to open a movie in general, not just a Power Rangers movie. We see the reason for the dive as a charity event for the Angel Grove Observatory, as well as a crowd cheering as the teens come down in their colored parachutes. It's like they want the world to know that they're the Power Rangers. I get wanting to color coordinate here, but at this point it's getting to Superman levels of identity concealment. In the crowd, we see a father and son watching the dive.
Alright, Dad, pay close attention. This is how the pros do it.
Yeah, I didn't do so bad.
You landed in the parking lot. It was embarrassing.
Okay, first, I'd like to see you get up there and try that. And second, pros? How long have the Power Rangers been doing dives like this in between monster fights? Each Ranger makes their approach and lands on the target, which was the goal the whole time apparently. Afterwards, the audience stand-in for the movie congratulates Tommy on his jump.
Hey, maybe next time you can join us.
Really? Could I?
Yeah, well, we'll talk about that, Fred.
You know, secretly he's just picturing pushing his son out of a plane. The kid is excited because of the approach of Ryan's comet in a few days, and with the observatory saved, they will all get a good look at it.
Has anybody seen Bulk and Skull?
Ernie Chinese are serving a free dessert with lunch. They probably landed on the roof.
They might be seriously injured or dead. Our heroes for the picture, everybody. But Bulk and Skull do end up jumping.
I'm gonna be the eagle. Be the swallow. Be the swallow. Come on, baby.
But what's important is possibly the most 90s scene in the movie. I'm fine with Pogs coming back. I'm fine with everyone jumping on the whole "the 90s was the best" bandwagon. But just don't bring back inline skates, okay? Just don't. Don't do it. The Rangers take a shortcut to wherever it is they're going through an active construction site. Damn multiracial kids, we're working here! Kids, for God's sake, do not inline skate, okay? Especially in hard hat areas. Luckily, the real stars of the movie come back into play.
Lame duck is more like it.
Hey! Uh-oh. You guys, what do you think you're doing?
We're from the Angel Grove Building Inspector's office.
Yeah, that building's supposed to be over there.
Yeah! And what's that man doing over there without proper foot protection?
Who's in charge around here, huh?
Bulk and Skull are the only thing keeping me going so far. Construction at the site comes to a halt when a mysterious hatch is discovered.
What in the world is this?
Well, sure as heck ain't DWP.
Let's get a crane in here.
Oh yeah, sure. Find a big scary face in the ground and your first instinct is to just dig it up. If this movie weren't for kids, you'd be the first one to die. So the workers pop the top and reveal a mysterious purple egg, which of course, someone immediately tries to touch.
John, you all right?
No. Obviously no. But before we can find out for sure, we cut back to the Rangers, who are summoned by Alpha 5 to return to the command center.
Marketing. I have to find a way to alternate the frequency modulators.
Alpha, what's going on?
And who did you remodel for this place? Looks fabulous and well funded.
Rangers, you must act swiftly. The planet is in grave danger.
And Zordon, we can finally see your mouth move! Did you get on Extreme Makeover Home Edition or what? Zordon goes on to explain the latest threat to humanity, Ivan Ooze.
6,000 years ago, a morphological being known as Ivan Ooze ruled the world with a reign of unparalleled terror.
What happened to him?
A group of young warriors like yourselves lured him into a hyperlock chamber and buried him deep underground.
Wait, a group of young warriors? 6,000 years ago? We talking caveman rangers? So essentially, this movie predicted Dino Charge.
But now the chamber has been accidentally uncovered. You must return it to the depths before it is opened and Ivan is released.
Accidentally? We saw this thing had no protection, no seal, and when it's opened, the egg prison thing just rises for easy access. Maybe, Zordon, don't leave cavemen in charge of locking up a cosmic threat like this.
His ectomorphicons were buried near the chamber. If Ivan escapes, he's sure to find them.
And you buried the universe-conquering weapons with him? Zordon, brah, you're worse than Professor X on the team-picking camp. Back at the egg, after killing a dude, the egg is being protected by a bit of yellow tape, as you do, when Lord Zed and the Hair Bear bunch finally make their big screen debut.
What do I care about some stupid egg?
This is no ordinary egg.
Well, I say we hard-boil that thing.
I'm with her. I'm hungry.
That's because you're a pig.
Yeah, you are a pig. Who is that pig?
Hey, Kurt, take a look at this.
No need to wake him. In fact, why don't you take a little nap yourself?
Lord Zed is such a badass, and the higher budget has really done wonders for him. Lord Zed then opens the egg to reveal...
Yeah.
What? You spent 2,000 years looking for a tub of snot?
Hey, I'd be careful there, Rita. You don't know what part of Ivan you're sticking your finger in there.
Cool.
Ivan Ooze is awake again, and he is pissed.
Do you recall the name Zordon of Eltar?
I think he's heard of him.
But he can still find time to be a bit flirty.
He's so handsome.
Why, thank you.
Finally, a real man.
Probably best Ivan Ooze was an American creation. I can only imagine the poor in Japan would come up for these two. Lord Zed has charged Ivan to destroy Zordon, but Ivan wants to kick it up a notch.
I will not only destroy him, I will obliterate his entire legacy. It will be as if Zordon of Eltar never existed.
Bam! But before he can start, the Power Rangers are on the scene.
Anybody see anything?
You guys were summoned like midday, and now you're showing up here in the middle of the night. What took you?
Sir? Yes? You gonna eat all those fries?
Fine, fair enough. Guys gotta eat. The Rangers come across the empty egg and are confronted by a security guard.
You haven't by any chance seen a morphological being lurking around here?
Morphological being?
Yeah.
What the heck is that?
It's literally nothing. If you actually Google morphological, it's a concept relating to the forms of living organisms. It doesn't just mean a dude who can morph. But surprise, surprise, the guard turns out to be Ivan Ooze.
Ew, gross.
Too kind. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the galactically feared, globally reviled, universally despised. They call me Ivan Ooze.
Well, pack your bags, because we're sending you right back where you came from.
What, to an unprotected and easily open prison? Oh no, not that.
Oh, Zordon's still using a bunch of kids to do his dirty work. Well, meet my kids.
Really like the look of these Ooze troopers. The faces give that really super creepy vibe. Ooze flies off and leaves his minions to distract the Rangers.
He's gone.
What are we gonna do?
Morph and fight them! What else do you do? Oh wait, I forgot. We have to do the whole fight them unmorphed thing first.
Hey, let me get the door.
Are they farting every time that they get hurt? But despite their best efforts, Ooze's troopers are too much for them. What a surprise. Oh, just morph already. We're only 20 minutes into this thing.
Let's do it, guys. Right. It's morphin' time. Triceratops. Tyrannosaurus. Mastodon.
Saber-tooth tiger!
White tiger.
Now, it was cool to get our first big budget morph. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Yeah, it's weird that the movie suits are different from the regular suits, but they're not really that bad looking, to be honest. And besides, it could be worse. They could have stuck with the versions with no eyes and no mouth coverings, you know, so they could be more expressive. Remember, not written by or directed by the Power Rangers team.
Gentlemen, who stole my herarium?
You what?
My hair helmet!
Oh, well, that's right there. On your head?
Oh! Bullshit!
No, but seriously. While the Rangers are busy, Ivan Ooze invades the command center, but Alpha 5 gets his chance to save the day.
Pretty nice.
Uh-oh.
You won't get away with this, Ooze.
You robbed me of my prime. I was the supreme ruler of the most foul empire in the universe.
Disney?
Oh, the things that I have missed! The Black Plague! The Spanish Inquisition! The Brady Bunch reunion!
Just wait till he figures out who the president is. As Ooze continues to just destroy the command center, the Rangers continue to wander around aimlessly in the dark.
Anybody see anything?
We need some light.
Activating power beam.
I have so many questions. I get how some Rangers have special abilities, but why is Aisha's the flashlights? Can't be because she's the only one with eyes on her helmet. Tommy has some. Although the White Ranger being able to generate light may have just been putting a hat on a hat. But even with headlights, the Rangers still have problems finding the Ooze troopers.
They gotta be around here somewhere. Activating power scope.
So now we're just ripping the abilities off of cheesy sci-fi shows now. Remember, this was before the remake.
Talk to me, Rocco. What do we got? The readings are all over the place.
Also, this is the first time I've ever actually used these, so I have no idea what I'm doing. Also, why is there a reading on the display that just shows his own name? Does Rocky get confused a lot? Prone to amnesia? Is this a 51st dates thing? But finally, Rocky gets a lock on them, and it's back to fighting.
Let's power up! Hey!
Here they come!
I guess power up just means fight like we always do. So, is no one else gonna have any more suit mods?
You guys make me sick.
The Rangers engage the Ooze troopers in a pretty entertaining fight. This is a moment I can remember watching a lot as a kid. Power Rangers was always good about that choreography. And remember, this is all American shot. There's no Sentai footage to pull from for this movie.
Double whammy? You're on.
Ugh, man, that brought back a lot of memories of nightmares from my childhood.
Dragon Stinger! Did you miss me?
See you next fall. Bye-bye. Gotta love it.
You know, the Rangers already have weapons. It's not even that they're coming out with new toy ideas. Have these guys never heard of a show Bible? Is this a TMNT 2 thing? You know, where they couldn't actually use weapons anymore because, you know, they'd get a higher rating or something, so they had to use, like, little toys and stuff. And soon, we come in for the big finish.
I want you guys to meet Saba!
Oh, are you sure? Are you sure you want to use a weapon from the show? Instead of, like, a yo-yo or something? Ugh. I mean, I get they're the bad guys, but that's a pretty messed up way to go. After the fight, the Rangers start to lose their powers. Fearing the worst, and with no response from Alpha 5, the team rushes back to the command center to discover it destroyed.
Look at this place.
I can't believe it. What happened here?
I'll tell you what happened. Blowing the budget. You know how expensive that new set was? Where are we going to get the money to make up for that?
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie. Power Rangers, this is Zordon. Evil space aliens threaten the Earth. You must fight some of the fiercest foes you've ever faced. Even with your incredible shiny uniforms and your mighty ninja skills, this could be your greatest challenge, to keep the world from being overrun with ooze.
Oozers are losers!
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers from Bandai. The power is on.
Fair enough. The Rangers finally come across a dying Zordon.
Outside of his time warp, he's dying. He needs power.
What he needs is a good makeover. I'm not gonna appeal to a wide audience.
It is gone. The swords, the weapons, all of it.
Well, that would explain where the weapons and Zords have been throughout this movie so far. Wait.
We're losing him.
Zordon, you can't leave us! Ever since you came into our lives, you've been like a father to us all.
A father who just gave us weapons and powers and just said, wing it, kids. Reminds me of my dad.
Rangers.
Alpha.
Oh no, Alpha! He's like a... I don't know, annoying house cat? Alpha 5 tells the Rangers of a power that might save Zordon on a distant planet, but it is a dangerous journey.
The power's there. Zordon's life depends on it.
Huh. You know, I actually just noticed something. Kimberly is rocking some short shorts. I mean, look at those things. This is supposed to be a kid's movie. I mean, yeah, you could say Aisha has short shorts too, but Kimberly also has that midriff thing. It just kind of, ties it all together, you know?
Remember, Rangers, Zordon doesn't have much time.
When you really look at... what was I talking about? While the Rangers travel to the Great Power, we check back in with Zed and the Monstars.
He let them slip through his hands! He's no better than the rest of the hired help around here!
Oh, give it a rest.
Hi, honey. I'm home.
You egg-sucking purple pinhead! The Rangers are going after the Great Power! I thought you said this guy was the master of disaster. He's nothing but a slime-infested jelly donut!
Finally, someone shut her up.
See, I really want to make a joke about an Asian woman getting ooze in her mouth, but this is a classy channel. Ivan, annoyed by Zed and the Pussycats, elects himself as the new leader of the baddies.
The boogeyman is taking over.
Ivan Ooze has a real Freddy Krueger quality about him. I really love it.
Way to go, Bonehead! It's getting so you can't trust anyone in this galaxy.
Oh, I love snow globes. Now you have a choice. You either serve me, or you can join these insufferable dingle dorks.
Hold on! Get us out of there! Don't listen to that purple booger! Don't you dare betray me!
We never liked those dingle dorks in the first place.
You said it, they stink.
Seriously, who is this pig? Ivan Ooze then, disgustingly, makes some new minions. Now, I get the ooze clones, I understand that, but where do you get birds from ooze? I assume it took the screenwriters everything that they could not to add a "fly, my pretties" to that scene. Meanwhile, the Rangers arrive at the totally alien planet. Yep, totally not Earth at all.
My gosh, look at this place.
Yep, sure can't see anything like that on Earth. And to prove they are on another planet, the Rangers find an alien skeleton.
What is it? I think the question is, what was it?
Whoever it is, I'm kind of hoping we get a prequel movie out of him. It would kind of be like Rogue One, only hopefully better. The Rangers trek off in search of the power, watched closely by a mysterious hooded figure. Obi-Wan? Is that you? Back on Earth, Ivan needs to build an army to help him dig up his universe-conquering weapons.
I'm going to recruit the parents of Angel Grove.
Why? We've already had 2 whole scenes of you just making your own dudes. Just hack a loogie and let's get going here.
First, I'll turn them into zombies, and then order them to dig up my ectomorphicons.
How are you gonna do that?
By showing them the wonders of being wicked, with a little bit of Ivan's ooze.
I guess it's good to have a hobby. Back on the alien planet, Tommy and Kimberly share a tender moment.
You okay?
I was just thinking about Zordon. You know, everything we've been through together.
Is this a Harvey Weinstein thing? Before I can get too dated in my references, the Rangers are attacked by Ivan's bird people.
You know the funny thing about Morphin? What's that? You don't appreciate it because you can't do it anymore!
Just replace the Morphin with Sentai footage, and I think you can kind of get an idea of how the crew felt about this movie. Just when things look their worst, the hooded figure shows up to rescue them. Wow, I was just kidding. It is Obi-Wan. Oh, come on. Disney is going way too far with Star Wars now. Now they're gender swapping for the prequels? The new warrior princess comes to the rescue. I wonder what kind of move she's going to use to beat these bird brains. Oh, she's gonna twirl her little sticks. That's cool. The warrior is Dorcita, and it turns out she already knows Zordon and about Ooze. Convenient. She leads the Rangers away, apparently to wherever this power is. But first, we check in on Zordon to make sure that he's still dying.
Perhaps if I can locate a vertical deflector, then we can make contact through the viewing globe.
Please. Please hurry.
And can it get me a damn pillow or something? I'm literally laying on crystals. Meanwhile, Ivan is trying to unload his ooze on some kids. No, wait, that's a terrible line. Ivan shares his ooze with the youth. No, that's also bad. Ivan produces fresh ooze for the kids. No, come on. Ivan shoots his...
Up for everybody! Take it home in boxes! Take it home in cases! If your parents try to stop you, just throw it in their faces!
Where are these kids' parents, by the way? Or security, for that matter? If a purple wizard was just handing out his ooze to kids nowadays, there would probably be a lot more resistance. Except, of course, in the great state of California. California. Hey, it's not my problem. Meanwhile, the Fellowship of the Rangers trek to find the Great Power and stop at some ruins. Meanwhile, I am saying that way too much in this review. Meanwhile, back on Earth, the parents are starting to fall victim to the ooze, but the Rangers are about to find some new powers to help. Mind you, not the power they actually came to this planet for, sort of like temp powers just to get them there. Look, we can't have these kids do choreography throughout the whole movie. The Rangers get new ninja powers that just so happen to match the colors they already had, and are given new animal spirits.
Aisha, you are the bear. Fierce and unstoppable. Rocky, powerful, smart. You are the mighty ape. You are the wolf. Cunning and swift. Agile Kimberly, light as a feather. You are the crane. Adam? Adam, what's wrong?
I'm a frog.
Yes, a frog. Like the one you kissed. To get a handsome prince.
You didn't really give reason for Adam to be the frog. Is he good at jumping? Do the French find him delicious? Or are we taking that kiss thing literally and are you calling him a late bloomer?
And you, Tommy, are the falcon. Winged lord of the skies.
Just try not to wear that white hood for too long. A lot of things have changed since the 90s.
The strength is inside you. Trust it. Your sacred animals will be your guide.
Oh, I guess this chick was an owl the whole time. Bye! Back on Earth, Ooze is starting to realize how stupid his plan is.
I forgot how slow parents are. I thought my ectomorphicans would be dug up by now.
But he finds pleasure in the little things.
Do the swim.
The fun is ruined, however, with the return of the Tengu, who...
Throw one of them off a mountain, one into a raging river.
Why? The Tengu inform Ooze that with the help of Dosita, the Rangers are just about to get the power.
Do you want us to take another whack at it?
How about taking another quack at it?
Luckily for Ooze, the Rangers are really milking it.
It's time.
Oh, it's time now? You know Zordon's dying, right? The Rangers come across a boneyard and discovered somebody threw out a perfectly good puppet.
Aisha, get out of there!
Well, I can't say I blame the guy. Who didn't at some point want to attack Kimberly with their horn? I mean, did you see those shorts? But Tommy cockblocks and the dino skeleton collapses.
Huh?
But things are getting worse on Earth, as Ooze has uncovered his mechs and they are fully powered. Luckily, the Rangers have finally arrived to discover...
Oh my god, a giant rock!
That's right, Rangers. A giant rock. With dog warriors inside.
What now?
Lingetti, the falcon, the frog, the ape,
The crane!
the wolf!
There!
Yeah, now that their hoods are on, they're ready to fight. More ready than when their hoods didn't come on by themselves. The Rangers make short work of the Stone Guardians in typical fashion.
Lingetti corkscrew kicks! Eight ball, quarter pocket!
A lot of shots of guys flying and exploding in this movie. With the Guardians defeated, the giant rock opens to reveal...
Oh my god, another giant rock!
Okay, cut that out. It reveals to them the power, which gets the Rangers morphers back online. Good thing too, because Angel Grove is being devastated by terrible CG. But the Rangers are back with their own terrible CG, the new Ninja Zords.
Let's do it! Right! Ninja sword, power up! Ready to ride! Yeah! All systems online. Activating weapon system.
Nice stereo.
See, because she's the girl. Meanwhile, our audience stand-in tries to convince the kids of Angel Grove to save their parents.
Ivan's taking over the planet, and he's using all of us in his plans. And he's got our parents. What are you talking about?
A scorpion and a big ant thing have destroyed the town since like noon. How have you not noticed this?
Look, Ivanus is evil. And if you don't come with me right now, our parents are gonna die. You gotta believe me.
The Rangers aren't doing so well in their new Zords.
I'm going in! Somebody call for an exterminator? I've got a lock. Rockets away! I've been hit!
Way to go, Tommy. That's our leader.
Tongue-tied and twisted. Bad move, Sparky. You play with fire, you're gonna get burned.
Now watch as I shock you.
Time to boogie with the bear.
Well, maybe if you weren't so concerned with quipping. Two yee-haws in the same fight. Lazy.
Alright guys, I've got a lock on the ooze man.
Ah, here comes that cute little pink ranger to the rescue.
Oh, you think she's cute too, huh?
Well, there's a ship I don't think anyone expected. As the Rangers fail to do much of anything, the kids of Angel Grove, and Bulk and Skull for some reason, all pile into a monorail to save the parents. A monorail? Huh. Well, let's just hope it's not driven by...
All aboard!
Oh, that's not good. Tommy tries his shot at the scorpion thing again.
Falcon Sword is back in the game. Adam, disengage. I've got a clear shot. He's all yours. All right, big guy. Lights out for you. Rockets away!
Look, Tommy, you already tried that, okay? What makes you think it's gonna work this... Oh, never mind. With one down, the Rangers close in on the last mech.
They've destroyed my beautiful creation. Now I'm beginning to get really angry.
What, is he gonna go from purple to green or something? Maybe Gurple? Oh, jeez. Ivan takes over the last mech and destroys the monorail track for good measure, which means it's time for the Rangers to form the new Megazord.
Major Megazord, power up! Guys, the monorail's in trouble. I'll complete docking sequence later.
Okay, we'll take care of Ivan. Crane sword locked on. Checking out.
Mission battle mode, now!
Just for comparison's sake, let's take a look at the combination sequence from the original show, Ninja Sentai Kakuranger.
Oh!
Keep in mind that that show wrapped only a few months after this movie came out. Okay, that aged like wine, and the Power Rangers movie, it's aged like milk that already started spoiled. Meanwhile, at the monorail...
Oh no, what is that? The track's broken! Oh
Are we gonna die, son?
Yeah, but at least we'll take a lot of innocent people with us.
But no need to fear, the Falcon Zord is here.
Good luck, kids.
Unfortunately, the Rangers still are not doing so good.
The power sword has been destroyed.
The Power Sword was destroyed by a random steel pole. Man, this new Zord sucks. The new Ninja Megazord, in stores now, is getting destroyed.
Brace for impact!
But Tommy comes in to complete the combo, and they immediately fly away? All this new Zord has done is just get beaten up and run away. What exactly are they planning to do to beat Ooze?
Guys, I think I know a way to get rid of Ivan.
Really? How?
Ryan's Comet.
Billy, that's brilliant.
What?
We get Ivan into the Comet's path.
And boom! He spaced us.
What was the point of going to the other planet? The Rangers lure Ooze in with a big old bear hug, but it works a bit too well.
Have you hugged your Zords today?
The Rangers need a way out.
Comes! We have to break his grip!
Desperate times call for desperate measures. What are you doing? Taking care of business.
Finally. So what kind of secret weapon does this new Zord have in store? I mean, can't argue with its effectiveness. Now free, the Rangers fly away to leave Ooze to the real hero of the movie.
Oh no.
With Ooze gone, that also means that the control over the parents is broken, and everyone gets a happy ending.
Alpha! Rangers, you made it. But I'm afraid you're too late.
Too late?
This can't be happening.
No, obviously not really. This is a kid's movie. They save Zordon with the power of friendship or the heart of the cards or something.
Rangers!
He's alive! He's alive! He's alive!
We thought that you had...
It is good to see you again, too.
Now with Zordon alive, Ooze destroyed, and the day saved, there's only one thing left to do. 90s era end of the movie party!
Awesome! Incredible! Brilliant! Ivan and his 50-foot monsters had us completely surrounded. There was no escape. We knew that at that moment we were facing death straight in the eye. We could smell death breath. And death could use a minute.
Can you believe that,
She guys?
Hey, friend.
Hey, rumor has it you're quite the hero.
That's my man.
I helped a bit. The Power Rangers did most of the work.
Hey, things got tough. You didn't panic. You, my friend, demonstrated true bravery.
Yeah, unlike you who ran away and let something else beat the bad guy for you. Even this kid is a bigger hero than you.
I heard you're in line to be a ranger yourself one of these days. Nah, that's impossible.
Oh, no. It's not impossible, kid. Just impossible for you. But that's another review for another time. And with that, a thankful city celebrates the Rangers, and we end the movie. And that's Power Rangers the movie. Far from terrible, but far from the best that it could have been. It's very clear that this is Hollywood's version of Power Rangers, understanding just the very basics of it. Of course, Power Rangers is still a very basic show, especially at this early stage. It would take over a decade later for Hollywood to get another shot at making a big budget Power Rangers movie. A rare case, actually, where the remake is better than the original. And we'll be talking about that next time on the One Nerd Reviews. Hello guys, the One Nerd here, just doing a little bit of an outro. I hope you've enjoyed my first edited style review. I hope to do a lot more of these in the future with, certain releases. Old movies like this are always coming out, being re-released on certain physical media formats, and I just thought when something comes out that I wanted to do, when something is released that I've always wanted to review, or I feel like I have some sort of take on, I will certainly be doing that. I hope to come out with a review like this every month or so. Hopefully, with this one, it really didn't take me that long to write. It's just right now the editing and the recording everything process that's really taking the most time. But I hope to kind of juggle that in between these reviews and also my other kind of content that I also do. And of course, I got to keep up with just writing my own stuff, my own script writing stuff. If you're interested in following me, keeping updated on what's going on with me, or maybe you want a new video and I'm working on a new project or what have you, you can follow me on Twitter at @TheOneNerd. That's at the_1_nerd. If you want to check out my writing or any other kind of, again, projects that I'll post up on my website, you can check that out at the1nerd.com. Once again, that's the1nerd.com. And if for whatever reason you want to contact me, drop me a line, or to something, maybe have a job or writing gig or something, you can contact me at contact@the1nerd.com. Once again, that's contact@the1nerd.com. If you enjoyed this video, obviously I would give it a like, share, subscribe to my channel for more stuff, and stay tuned. I really hope to revitalize this channel, and I hope that this is the first step to doing that. Thank you. Uh-oh, we're in trouble. We're in fucking trouble. We're in so much trouble. Someone fucking save us. We're in a heap of trouble. Oh, dear God.